with what David's doing. Go ahead and lie on your back. Yeah. You can do exactly what he's doing by placing your rolled up mat underneath your head. You can take a blanket, a block, whatever feels good. So lying on your back. Finding a comfortable position. Letting the arms splay out, letting the legs splay out. And then doing a body scan. Take a few moments to check in to the positioning of your body. So what is the final position you chose? And start to check into how you feel. Bring your awareness into your face and see if you're holding any tension there. Can you soften the muscles, the skin of your face? Soften your jaw, the back of your throat. Notice tension in the neck. See if you can allow the shoulders to grow heavy. As you gently allow the chest to spread. Open. Feel if your spine is completely on the mat or not, and notice the areas in which it is, and the areas in which it isn't. Notice the weight of your pelvis. Can you imagine the weight of your pelvis getting heavier? And then relax your limbs, the periphery of your body, your hands, your feet. Feel the air on your skin, the clothes on your body, the different qualities of your clothing and how it feels relative to your body. And now notice your breath. See if you can really focus in on where you feel the breath in the body. Now actively begin to deepen the breath through the nose, filling up the belly, the ribs, the chest, in that order. And as you exhale, let all of those parts of your abdomen soften and release. We'll do that a couple more times. Breathing in through the nose, seeing if you can lengthen the breath, filling up the belly, the ribs, and then finally the chest. As you exhale, exhale from the chest, the ribs, and then the belly last. Let's take that a few more rounds. So bringing the quality of breath into the body, bringing the quality of ease, of space, energy into the body, and then softening as you allow that to go. A few more rounds. Now from there, just start to wiggle the toes a little bit. Maybe point and flex the feet. And then start to reach your arms back. And if the mat's in the way, that's fine. Just reach over it. And then take a moment here, bend your knees into your chest and inhale. On your exhale, cross your right thigh over your left thigh. Squeeze your knees in a tiny bit tighter. Now grab for the outer edges of your ankles, your feet, the tops of your shin. And draw your heels down towards your hips. Pull your knees in a tiny bit tighter. Just getting into the hips to start. Taking another big breath in, extending the crown of the head towards the ceiling. Towards the back of the room. And a breath out, relaxing. Inhale your legs up towards the ceiling now. Exhale, cross them the other way. Left thigh over the right. Your hands around the tops of your shins, ankles, feet to encourage the legs in a tiny bit more. Squeeze the knees towards the chest. Maybe a few rocks, a few rolls to start out. Good. And then extend the crown of your head backward here. Press the back of your skull into the ground. And take one more breath. Okay, inhale your legs up towards the ceiling. Grab for the backs of your knees. Flex your feet and then point your feet a few times. So really feel the stretch in the soles of the feet as you flex. Think about the heels rising up towards the ceiling, toes down towards your face. And then really feel the tops of the feet stretch as you point the toes. See if you can really, really, really point the toes. Awesome. Now, from here, lift your heart off of the ground, lift your shoulder blades off of the ground, and gaze towards the front of your mat. Now, from there, release your hands, reach them forward. Take an inhale as you lengthen your left leg. Perfect. Exhale, switch. We're just going to go up and down with the legs, keeping the bottom tips of the shoulder blades off the floor as you continue to scissor kick. At any moment, if this is too much, you feel like you're lacking a little bit of mobility today, you can always bend the knees as well. Also, another option, taking the hands to the top of each knee as you continue. So you may notice here that the neck starts to get tired. See if you can withstand that. So we're working the neck as well. Keep lifting the bottom tips of your shoulder blades off the floor. Take this a few more times. Perfect. 3, 2, 1. Legs up, palms down. Inhale, lift the hips up. Take the toes back overhead here. Now, in plow pose, lift the sit bones up towards the ceiling. Try and tap your toes to the floor. Your hands will reach towards the front of the mat. And then from there, maybe hands can go onto your lower back for support. Tuck your chin to your chest. And then maybe start to slide your hands up to the back of your shins, your calves, your ankles, your feet. And start to balance a little bit on your upper back, on your neck. Good. Now from there, if you feel stable, start to really, really, really press your heels back, tuck your toes to the floor, and firm the legs so that the hamstrings rise up towards the ceiling. Good. Breathe here, 2 breaths. So we're compressing the abdomen so that breathing becomes a tiny bit more challenging. At the same time, we're stretching the posterior chain of the body. So keep working to strengthen the legs. Press the hamstrings up towards the ceiling. Take one more breath here. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of a rocking motion now. So rocking the hips back. Start to rock back onto the spine. Find momentum. Cross at the ankles. Plant the hands. And come onto hands and knees. I'm going to actually teach from this side. Okay. So hands and knees. Let's start with a little cat and cow. Inhale, drop the belly. Lift the sit bones. Pull the heart through the arms. Exhale, round through the spine, push down. Inhale, drop. Exhale, round. Inhale, once again, drop. Think about dragging the hands back towards the knees. Exhale, round. Okay. Now from there, inhale, drop the belly, come into cow. Tuck the toes. Exhale, round through the spine, lift the knees. Okay, so pushing into the floor with the hands. I want you to think rounding the spine so much that the abs pull all the way in and up. You'll feel your front ribs draw in and up. Keep pushing into the hands to round and then lower the knees, let them hover to the floor here. Okay. Now, holding here, start to lengthen your gaze towards the front edge of your mat. Now, from there, I want you to feel your right hand drag towards your left foot and your left foot drag towards your right hand. Okay, so find that sensation in the core. Now you're going to switch that cross. So the right toes are dragging towards the left hand, and the left hand wants to drag towards the right toes. And we're just going to continue like that, crossing. So think you're even trying to take knee to opposite elbow, nothing moves. It's just a tiny little sway of the hips. with engagement. So you've got to be really, really, really focused on the engagement in the core. Now, if you're doing it properly, that means you're already feeling it. Good. Opposite hand to opposite foot. Now, feel free to start to take the knee into the opposite elbow. Continue to press into the floor. We got 8 more here. 6. Beautiful. 5. 4. 3. Good breath. 2. Down dog. 1. Release. Press the hands forward into the mat like you're trying to spread the mat all the way out. Lift the hips tiny bit more. Now as you inhale, lift your heels up as high as you can. As you exhale, rotate your heels to the right and then drop them down. So we're getting into the outer left back body, so your QL. Okay, now press the hands into the mat and start to extend that left sit bone higher towards the ceiling. Now inhale, lift your heels back up through center. Exhale, let them drop to the left. See if you can get your foot flat to the floor. And now push into the right hand. Really send the right back hip all the way up and back. Perfect. Inhale, your heels lift. On your exhale, walk your hands back to your toes. And find a forward fold. Okay, bend the knees a lot. Reach around, interlace your fingers at your low spine. Start to tilt your weight forward into your toes. Now inhale, lift your knuckles towards the ceiling. Seal your palms, so bring the palms of the hands together. Squeeze the inner elbows and the shoulder blades. Now approximate the crown of your head to the floor. Let it hang. Shake it out, yes. Shake it out, no. Send your knuckles up towards the ceiling. Now notice, can you roll your shoulders back a tiny bit more? Let the collarbones drop towards your toes. Take one more inhale here. Perfect, one more exhale. Okay, inhale, drop the hips. Swing the arms forward and up for chair. Perfect, exhale, hands come to the hearts. Now from here, right leg is your foundation. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh and sit low into your balancing pose. Palms press into one another. Chest lift, shoulders roll back. Flex your left foot. Sit back in your hip a tiny bit more. Now from here, left elbow to left foot. Twist. And now inhale, come back up. Exhale, take your left elbow to your left foot and come back up. We're going to do this about 5 more times. 4, 3, 2, nice and controlled. 1. Inhale, rise all the way up, lift your left knee up. Exhale, come down into chair. Perfect, hands come to the heart, breathe in. On your breath out, let's stand up, cross your right ankle over your left, sit back. Palms press into one another. Send your left sit bone back, flex your right foot. Now from here, shoulders roll back. We're gonna do the same thing. Take an inhale. Exhale, right elbow, right foot. Inhale, twist from the core. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. Inhale. And exhale. Good control. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more inhale. Exhale. Okay. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, sit back into your chair pose. Heel toe the feet out to the edges of the mat. Drop the hips down. Now, reaching the fingertips forward. Can you touch them to the mat forward in front of you? Lift your hips up. Inhale. Turn the toes and the heels out. Exhale, fold. Now, start to spread the legs apart. You want to think about drawing the mat apart with your heels. And then start to find your fingertips to line up with your toes. Lift your sit bones a tiny bit more. Flex the quadriceps so that you can pull the thigh muscle off of your kneecaps. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk into your plank position. Good, inhale, lean forward. Exhale, take chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog, stay. Stay. Squeeze your glutes, shoulders roll back. Take an inhale here. Perfect, exhale, downward facing dog. Okay. Now from there, inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, right leg touches the inside of your right hand. Plant your right foot down. Ground your back heel. Warrior one, inhale, arms rise. Okay, exhale, start to take the right leg straight and your hands down to the floor. Framing your right shin, ankle, foot. Okay, so you're in a warrior one stance. That means that your heels are in one line or your front heel's a little bit wider than your back heel. The front foot is planted, so is the back foot, but I want you to think more about the back edge of the back foot planted. Now you're probably outwardly rotating your back leg. Think about your inner thigh rotating back. So there's a bit of a closing off of the hip bone. The left hip wants to drop forward. Now, from there, stay. Keep squeezing this right leg. Take your left hand down to the floor. Right thumb into your right hip. Take an inhale. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, just twist right shoulder over the left. Perfect. Exhale, right hand down, face forward. Breathe in, look forward. Exhale, lunge into your front leg, lower your back knee down. Untuck the back toes. Inhale, rise up with the arms. Perfect. Stay for the exhale. Grab for your left wrist. Inhale, rise. Exhale, side bend. Now as you side bend, start to squeeze your left gluteal muscle, and now roll your left shoulder down towards the floor. We're getting into that back side of the back, left back side. Take another breath in, another breath out. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, plant them down. Tuck the back toes, lift the back leg, breathe in. Exhale, plank pose. Shift forward, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, upward dog, stay for an extra breath of the belly stretch. One more inhale. Downward dog, exhale. Roll over the tops of the feet. Awesome. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, stamp your foot to the inner edge of your left hand. Ground your back heel, look down, heel to heel alignment, maybe a little wider to make it easier. Now plant both feet, bend your left leg, warrior one on the inhale, rise. Awesome. Stay for the exhale. Those back toes are going to turn in toward the front corner of your mat. Now from there, take another breath in. As you breathe out, bring your hands down, straighten your front leg. Okay, blocks can be handy here if you need them. Push into the left big toe, so that front big toe. And start to draw your right hip forward, your left hip back. Really actually think about sliding the hip bone forward. That'll allow that left sit bone to drop back. Now, from there, stay. The right hand stays down. Left thumb into your left hip crease. Breathe in, lengthen the spine. Firm the left leg. Breathe out, twist. Stacking your left shoulder on top of your right. One more inhale here. Perfect. Exhale, left hand down. Breathe in, bend the front leg. Breath out, lower the back knee. Untuck the back toes. Inhale, arms rise up. Grab for your right wrist. Exhale, side bend. Sink the hips. Squeeze the right gluteal muscle forward. So to turn your right shoulder downwards. Perfect. Breathe in, lift up. Breath out, hands down, look forward. Inhale, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Exhale, plank. Inhale, shift forward. Chaturanga, exhale. Stay for the inhale. Down dog, exhale. Pedal out the feet a few times. Good. Separate the feet as wide as the mat. Turn the toes in and the heels out. Good. Now walk your hands back a little bit so we're shortening the down dog stance. Awesome. Right hand to right outer shin. Right hand to right outer shin. Inhale. Exhale, pull your chest towards your left. I'm sorry, right hand to left outer shin. Pull your chest towards your left leg. So you're twisting. Perfect. Inhale, right arm back. Exhale, left hand to right chin. Breathe in. Exhale, twist. Awesome. Inhale, left hand right back. Exhale, walk it out into your plank position. Bring the feet back if they were wide and start to go roll back. Let yourself drop towards the floor. Come all the way down nice and slow. Point the toes back now. Reach your arms forward for space. The elbows will rest right in front of the shoulders, palms flat. Now imagine you can pull your hands back in space. The elbows will want to draw back in space. Lift the crown of the head here. Lengthen both sides of the neck. Keep the length on both sides of the neck. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Keep the length on both sides. Perfect. Now from here, so to turn your chin to your right shoulder. So think about it touching your collarbone. Okay, now as it touches your collarbone, I want you to think your chin scrapes your collarbone as it draws down through the center. And over to the left. Scraping your collarbone all the way up. Now we're going to look up. All the way, all the way, all the way, and then come back down the right side. So imagine your chin is touching a wall. Your head is against the wall. Scraping down through that collarbone. Completely tuck the chin to the chest. Okay, scoot your elbows underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes, forearm plank. Come on up. Yeah. All right. Now we're going to do 10 dolphin push-ups. So as you inhale, stay. Exhale, nose towards the center of your space. Inhale, come back. Exhale, nose towards the center. So right between the thumbs. Inhale back. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 5 more. 4. 3. 2. 1, drop the knees, press back child's pose. Okay, you're gonna do a calf stretch. So as you inhale, let's come up, grab your blanket. So Meg, roll up your mat, because you're gonna use your mat. Okay, and then everybody else in the room, you've got a mat. This is what we're doing. Have a stand up. Walk up to your blanket. Okay, your knees are gonna end up on your blanket. Okay, this mat is going behind your knees. So roll it up, roll it up, roll it up, okay? And start to just bend, like you're going into a chair. Now pop up onto the toes and slowly walk your knees down. Now you may need a block at first. So you're standing, sorry, I should have said that. There we go. Now you're gonna untuck your toes and sit. How do you feel? You have to hold it for a second. So this is getting into the calves, and it's getting into a little bit of the hamstring, the lower part of the hamstring. Okay, so just applying some pressure. If you want more pressure, you're going to lean back. If you want less pressure, you tuck the toes. Hold. Close your eyes and breathe. See if you can allow your muscles to sink over the mat. So you might notice that you're gripping a little bit, you're holding yourself up a little bit. So you can soften and let the mat do the work. 3 more breaths. Two more breaths. One more breath. As you're ready, inhale, lift up off of it. Release it. Exhale, have a seat for a moment. Okay. Inhale, come back up. Tuck the toes. Exhale, lift the hips and sit back. Release the blanket. Let's come onto our back. All right. Once you're on your back, go ahead and take your right knee into your chest. Now lengthen your right leg up. These fingers around the big toe or hands around the ankle. Now start to pull back on your leg, but press your right sit bone down towards the floor. As you pull on your leg, bend your elbows out to the side and lift your head. Think about touching your forehead to your knee. Your other leg can hover, but I really want you to think about this right sit bone drawing down. Now from there, start to bend your right leg. Take it to the outside of your right rib cage. Hands along the outer edge sole of your foot for a half happy baby. And release your head. Work to get your hamstring, your left hamstring down towards the floor. Awesome. Your choice if you want to take your right leg, straighten it out to the right now for an open extension. Keeping that left hip down. Perfect. Inhale your leg back from wherever it was. Exhale, release it down, let it hover. Inhale your left leg up. Walk your hands all the way up towards your ankle, your foot. And then from there, start to push your left sit bone down. Left sit bone down. And then from there, start to bend your elbows as you draw your leg back, pick up your head. Take your nose to your forehead or your nose to your knee. Breathe here. Keep drawing your left sit bone down. Start to position your leg to the outside. Tiny, tiny, tiny movement, positioning it out. Now take the hand, your left hand, onto the sole of your left foot, outer edge. Release your head, half happy baby. Work to get your right hamstring down to the floor. Right hand can rest on top of the right hip bone. If you felt good doing this on the other side, feel free to extend your leg out to the left. Very nice. Now the way you get your legs straight is by squeezing the quadricep. So squeeze the quadricep. Very nice. Okay. Inhale, take the leg back up. Exhale, release it down. Reach the arms back, reach the legs forward. One big morning stretch. Point and flex. One, inhale. Let everything go, exhale. Soften the space between your eyebrows. Soften the roof of your mouth. Soften your throat. When you're ready to come out of this, start to bring a small wiggle to your toes and your fingertips and let it be really slow and gentle. A few wrist rolls, a few ankle rolls. Maybe make fists or big number fives with your hands. Roll your head side to side a couple times, forward and back a few times. Let gravity support you here. And then as you're ready, bend your knees, roll over to one side. Take a moment, press yourself to a seat. Let's take a collective breath. So first, exhale out all your air, all the way, squeeze your abdomen. And from there, inhale through the nose, all the way. Flare the ribs a little more. Open mouth, exhale. Namaste.
Thank you, Ashley.
You're welcome. Thank you, guys.